Hi everybody! Today I would like to explore channeling a very special spiritual reflection in my life who I call Mother Snake. So I'm going to channel her. I want to feel interconnected with all who watch the video. I want to bring in radiating energy of healing to all who watch the video and a blessing of wisdom for all of our journeys. So I'm going to take a moment here to relax. I don't often channel Mother Snake. I don't often talk about her. She is extremely sacred reflection of words that I cannot find to describe her meaning to me. And it just feels appropriate for me to make a deep and intimate connection with her spiritual reflection and share a wise healing and wisdom experience for us all. So we will see where this leads us, okay? So allow yourself to relax, and I too am going to relax as well. She is doing energy work on our third eye as well as our just upper mental body region here, the upper head. She is creating an energy still that is swirling. I even see what is a human head that is opening up and then a swirl of energy on the inside, swirling both internally in a sphere and then around to create a sphere. So a smaller spiral turning into a sphere of light and then a larger spiral turning into an actual sphere of its own color of light. Even what is like this pale blue color. Inside and outside, but somehow separate. She is expanding our perception. She is expanding human consciousness. She asks, how do you expand human consciousness? If you only choose to see what is before your face, how will you ever experience the expansion of human consciousness? How do you go deeper? How do you go deep within? How do you expand human consciousness if you do not go deep within? Don't you know? To become expanded and wise, you must go deep within yourself. How deep can you go? Are you afraid of what you might find within yourself? Are you ashamed to look at yourself in the mirror? How will you have to change or reorganize your life if you choose to actually get to know who and what you are on the inside? Or are you living your life supporting other people's ideas of the way life should be lived? How will you ever expand your perception of human consciousness, expand it beyond what is before your face, if you will not go deeper? She asks you if you are afraid of snakes. What is it that you are afraid of within yourself if you cannot look a snake in the eyes? If you cannot look yourself in the eyes? That's what she says. She's relaxing all of the energy flow. She really cares to create a deep impact through language that defines truth. Truth that is the reality of what we choose for our society and our existence amongst each other and within ourselves. If I don't say it, she says, then who will? Who will say it? If I don't say it, who will say it? Maybe you don't want to hear it. Maybe you want to just stay at the surface. Maybe you want things to just be sweet as candy without actually choosing to see what is created, that sweet outer reflection, what is actually on the inside. Showing me what are women working so hard to create the right outer appearance in order to be acceptable, but showing me that spirit knows quite well what you look like on the inside, No human face can deny what you actually are as a soul, but what you actually are on a spiritual pathway, and what you actually are deep down inside. What are you hiding from the world? You cannot hide it from us. We see you. That's what she says. She shows me a version of myself going shh like that. She says, "Why are you shushing people, Abbey?" I say, "I don't know. I just did it. In my mind, I did." Says, "Does that make you feel happy to shush people?" I say, "It is making me feel really silly inside. I didn't expect myself to do that inside my own space. I don't even know what it means yet, but it feels funny inside of me. It makes me want to laugh." She talks about stop signs. She talks about it in two ways. One way, we use a stop sign in order to protect ourselves from a car accident, in order to ensure people can cross the street in a specific place. It's important that when you see a stop sign, you actually choose to stop. But she's also talking about a different version of stopping. It hasn't fully manifested for me. I'm choosing to be patient and allow this wisdom to develop further. She's talking about the value of stopping what you are doing and taking the time to look at people's faces, taking the time to look at people's behaviors, taking the time to observe this world, observe the way that it looks, the way that people behave, the way that people move through life, the way that intimate relationships are expressed over a dinner table, the way that family members are interacting with their children or not, because their cell phone is more valuable than love and interconnectedness with other human lives. She's talking about human perception, the human consciousness choosing to only see and therefore perceive or observe, understand its reality based on what it sees. But to go beyond the stop sign, to go beyond this human perception, how do you get there? How do you close your eyes and transcend the human body? How do you close down what is human and allow yourself to envelop wisdom that is beyond the human senses? How do you step into a realm where she is in existence, in full flavor, where you can actually get to know her wholeheartedly? She wonders when human beings will let go of their need to choose to see and react based on what they see, to actually go within themselves to find what they are looking for, because her realm goes deep, and the only way you're going to access a deep realm such as hers is if you go deep within yourself. It's only when you choose to face your own reflection in the mirror will you see her reflection looking back. What does it mean to face your reflection in the mirror? What does it mean to look at yourself? What does it mean to think about your life not based on the aspects of A, B, and C, but actually to get to know why you made the choices that you made? Why you are remaining in a certain experience that is challenging you, and you're placing the blame on the experience when you chose the experience for yourself. So where does the blame actually need to be placed? Now it is time to get to know why you are choosing what you are choosing in your own life. Now you are transcending. Now you are getting to know yourself. Now you are in my realm. My realm is deep, deep in truth and understanding and wisdom based on self-realization that rebirths the self from some version of a consciousness that is based on what I see, feel, hear, touch, smell, and now transcending into something quite a lot more profound on a spiritual aspect, getting to know what true love is. She really wants to emphasize the image of a red stop sign. That way, every time you're driving your car and you see a red stop sign, she wants you to think about her and what she has to say about being in this world as a human being, or being in this world transcendent of the human experience and truly walking the pathway of spirit. You simply begin this journey by choosing to get to know yourself deeply. Not get to know the blame game, get to know the pointing fingers, blame it on the spirit realm, blame it on the universe, blame it on bad luck, blame it on everything but yourself. You are the reason for your experiences. Now learn how to love yourself, love the experiences, love the people in your life, and to perceive all experiences as blessings. Raising your vibrational frequency by choosing to be in a state of love, of the experience itself. Getting to know yourself on a deeper level on the realm of love. She is closing the door on this conversation. This is all that she'll be saying at this time. There's a lovely array of vantage points about self-exploration, about raising your vibration, about the truth of a human identity and the challenge of transcending beyond it. Choosing to fit into this world or choosing to go beyond the mold. How do you go beyond the mold? How do you truly step into a spiritual lifestyle, spiritual journey? You start by getting to know yourself. You start by getting to know the way you feel about everything. The way you feel truly deep down inside, in a way that you don't want to admit it. I really don't want to admit that I actually feel this way about this person, and I never admitted it to myself because I just really didn't want to, or I really just don't want to admit the reality that I have worked so hard in my life, and I really don't know why I can't make ends meet. And because I can't find the answer to this, I'm going to acknowledge that I just don't know and ask Spirit, can you help me understand this part of myself? And now when you ask Spirit, use your perceptive abilities to sense the answer, because the answer is going to reveal itself to you. Pay attention. Don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the wind as it is blowing in your face because you just too wrapped up in a human world. You're actually choosing to get to know yourself. You take every day of every moment in the day to explore how Spirit is communicating with you through everything and what it means to you. You start expanding on a level you had never experienced expansion before. You start listening and you start hearing grasshoppers. You start paying attention to the shapes of the flowers. You start noticing that trees are here for a reason, not just to be scenery, but because they are real expressions of healing that have grown out of Mother Earth and are welcoming you to touch their bark and heal from their bodies simply by sitting down by one. Taking the time, 10 minutes out of the day, to sit by a tree and let go of your thoughts. Feel stupid in front of many people. Pick out that tree right there where everybody's walking. People will probably see you and wondering why you're sitting there. But who cares? Because you're not going to let your ego get in the way of your spiritual journey. You're actually going to choose to put your spiritual journey way before your ego, way before what defines you as good enough for this world or not, because other people see you as weird. You don't want people to see you as weird, so you'd rather just not do that one thing. You would rather not say that one thing that is needed to be said all of those years because you just don't want to deal with whatever is going to happen next. Now you are living a human journey. Now you are not choosing to live a spiritual journey. Now you are not choosing to look enlightenment in the face and see how far you can go in this lifetime. You are choosing to try to make it as simple as possible while remaining within yourself in a prison of your own kind. Expansion is a good thing. That's all I'm going to share for this video. I'm Abbey Normal, and if you would like to visit with me one-on-one, I would be delighted to connect with you and share higher wisdom and spiritual healing with you in your life. Please visit my website today at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching my video, and thank you for supporting my channel.